Matt joins us up next in Sioux City. Matt, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, guys. How are you both doing today?
We are doing great. How can we help?
Hey, real quick, just intro. I am 27. My wife's 27. We have a year and 2 months old little girl. And my question for the day is I just feel really Dave-ish as of today. I don't know why it hit me so hard today. But like my baby steps are kind of all over the place. I've got $15,000 left in my student loans. I went to pharmacy school, graduated a couple years ago, been putting $5,000 towards it ever since I graduated each month. But we have the $15,000 in a savings account, and we kind of did that baby step, obviously backwards, where we saved 3 to 6 months, and that's just been a comfortable thing to do. We said first we're going to do it when we were having our daughter, but we've kind of kept with that. Another thing too is like with our way that we do checking our savings or just seeing how we do our payments, we kind of do it retrospective instead of actually doing like how you guys have the every dollar apps. Like we know what's going out, but after a month has happened, we're not really, fine tuning and figuring out each day kind of what we've been spending and how we can improve on that, I guess. So I was just looking for some inspiration. If you guys had some, I heard the last call, there was a little bit of not like he wanted to get yelled at, and I kind of don't know if I'm at that stage too.
Actually,
I don't know
can I tell you what it sounds like?
Yeah.
You sound exhausted.
Yeah, a little bit. Today was a little bit of an exhausting day, which kind of got to this point, I feel like.
How much student loan? Most of the pharmacy students I know graduate with a lot of debt. How much did you graduate with?
80 to 85.
Okay, that's actually not bad. That's about a quarter of what it usually is.
Yeah.
You sound tired, man. And
yeah, I am.
I want to free you. If you don't want to follow this plan, you still be a good guy, still be a good dad, still be a good husband. Go about your life, man. If you want to do this, go all in, because you're torturing yourself in the middle.
Yeah.
Millions and millions.
I think that's hard because
it's not. Hold on, it's not. It's not. It's not hard. You just got to make a choice. Mm-hmm. You could be debt free today. Is that what you're saying? You'd wipe yourself out, but you could be debt free today.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. Why? What is the security blanket?
Yeah, that I can't explain. Well, the way I explained it the first time was we had a kid coming, and I remember hearing a few times from, just listening to you guys that was one where it was okay to save. We have some older vehicles, but they're working great. I love them. I got a 04 Grand Am that I've drove since high school, and that thing's still amazing. Got a 03 Ford Taurus. I don't know. They're running great, so that's kind of something where if we need to upgrade another kid, potentially my wife and I are trying to have another kid. I don't know. I guess the unknown, and I know that it's going to be paid off. Like I said, I've been doing $5,000 each month.
Just be done,
so
man.
3 months from now.
Just be done.
I know.
Just be done.
Yeah.
You are choosing to hang on to a variable, and as a scientist, the goal is to reduce the variables. Get it out of the picture, right. And then be really uncomfortable. Yeah. What's your take-home salary household-wise?
So my wife and I, this is the other problem too. So I'm just being straight up with you guys. We get about $100,000 after we get retirement out of there. So we're taking out retirement too at this time too.
Oh, you're investing.
Yeah, correct.
Well, you can continue doing that if you pay off the debt today. Yeah. And also you need to get your emergency fund back in order. So you probably need to pause for a few months, but one of the reasons you're exhausted is because you're running 14 different directions and wondering why you're not getting anywhere. And then you hate yourself every time you take another step. You're like, I shouldn't have taken that step. I'll run over here, and then I hate that guy. We can't sit here and inspire you to greatness and motivate you. What we can do is help you build a habit and build discipline to where you're just the kind of guy who budgets and pays cash for things and who has a vision for his future, and that vision doesn't include paying a lender every month. So that's what we can help you do is create a vision and help you get those values in place versus inspiring you with an amazing sentence like you've never heard it before where you go, all right, I'm all in, man. We can't do that in 7 minutes.
No.
But we can pull the rubber band back and cause you to feel that pain that you're in.
What's been inspiring about Go ahead, George. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
What's been inspiring?
I was just going to say what's been inspiring is like listening to George, hearing you paying off your house. That's like been one that stuck with me for a long time. And that's what I'm excited to do. I want to get this debt done. And next up to that is
there's a vision.
Hold on. You don't want to. You want to.
No, I want to.
You don't.
I want to.
Because if you did, you'd be debt free. You'd be debt free already.
Yeah.
Something is keeping you from doing it. So make the choice, man.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Most people don't realize that they are already in the ring. They think they can avoid the fight that is being an adult. And what happens is you are just saying, like, I don't want to fight, and the world just starts throwing punches at you. At some point, you either tap out, which is fine, I quit, cool, or you have to swing back. And you're trying to pretend like you're not in a fight, and you are. You could be debt-free today. The wants you have, the inspiration that George inspired me, dude, by the way. So I get that. I get where your heart's at. You just got to choose.
Yeah.
Now, one of the best things we did is to decide that our plan wasn't working. And that's a really hard pill to swallow because you got to swallow your pride and go, dang it, I thought I could outsmart the system. And so when we decided to do this plan, we just decided, we pre-decided that we were going to go all in on this plan, that Dave-ish wasn't going to get us to where we wanted to go fast enough. And when you go all in and your wife is on the plan too, which means we got to get to the root of maybe that security gland that was going, hey, we really need an emergency fund before we start paying off this debt. And we really should be investing because that's a wise thing to do. Those things are all great. But the problem is when you do them all at once, you don't feel the progress. And so the great news is you can make a different decision today.
Right now.
Yep.
And it's scary, you're right. But you have to choose. Do you want to be comfortable? Because that's what you mentioned. Well, just more comfortable to have the emergency fund while we owe a lender $15,000. Comfort to me is freedom. And the way you do that is by not owing anyone anything. And you have a great income. We can pause investing. You're going to get the emergency fund way faster in place if we stop the investing and stop messing around, which is going to create a real sense of security. Because right now you have a false sense of it.
And you're 27, and for whatever it's worth, George and I always say, like, sometimes the best advice we can give you is, this is what we did in our house. There's been several times in my adult life, my wife and I have paused investing to meet a financial goal for a short period of time, a couple years here, 6 months here. And so I'm just telling you what I do in my own house to get ahead. And you're way younger than me, man.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, that was enough, though, what you guys said, too. Sometimes you just got to need to hear from people that have done it. And I know you guys have done it. I've listened enough to you guys, but, it's something that I don't know what it is. It's maybe something for you, John, to talk about more further if you guys want to. But Davishness, just regarding even money and stuff too, like my faith, I'm sometimes Davish. I just feel like maybe I'm hard on myself for being Davish in many aspects of life, but that shouldn't stop me from actually doing what I need to do,
Well, at some point, if you start to see some recurring patterns in your life that are disruptive, do the boldest, bravest thing you can do and go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I've done that. When the color in the world starts to turn down on me, and I reach out and I either have a group of friends, a group of men in my life that I trust. And I'm like, dude, I'm starting to slide. And they'll say, hey, well, come over. We're grabbing dinner. We're going out tonight to hang out. Or I go see a therapist, man. I've got a coach that I work with once a week. Like, I have to surround myself with other people that say, hey, it feels like the color's draining out of your life. It's not. Look how bright that is. There's beauty over here. There's joy over here. And by the way, go work out. Go exercise. Get the crap paid off. And so it's both and, right? But go call somebody, man.
You know what to do, Matt. Now the decision is yours. Are you going to do it? Or do you want to continue living the way you've been living? Either way, we're cheering you on. This is The Ramsey Show.